Kaisho FMers, it's me, FM Cheetah. You can call me Matt, and welcome back to Blood, Oil and Football. Yes, here we are, 4 episodes deep. You can see here from the player stats, Dwight Gale and Viktor Kovalenko sharing the top scoring charts with 4 goals each. Certainly Dwight Gale's return from injury has been a godsend from the club. And Kovalenko has really, stepped up, much more so than someone like, Donny, who, as I've related to earlier, spent a lot of money on him. As you can see, we are still in 8th position. We hold well. But a lot have happened. I'll take you through a couple of the games. So it's only been a few games since we last met with that 2-1 away win to Wolves. We then had a 2-1 home win to Tottenham, a 0-0 away draw to Leicester, and a 0-0 home draw to Chelsea. It was tight. It wasn't like I fought off Chelsea. In fact, if anything, I might have undercooked the Chelsea thing. Leicester was a little different. That was a bit tighter. But, there's 2 points for 2, challenging games. And I think those little points, 1 point, another point, has really kept us in 8th position. And right above us in 7th is Watford, whom we face today. And if we beat them, we will jump to that 7th position, even if the team below us wins their game. So we have an opportunity to keep ever so closely to a potential European spot. But there's been a whole lot of other action going on in between these games. Firstly, I've terminated Danny Rose's contract. He's expensive. We're not going to buy him. I have Max Lowe. I have Willems, who I cannot terminate his contract, and we have Joe White there as well. And not to forget the Swiss fullback Jordan Latomba, who can play on the left. My first encounter with the Brexit rules occurred. So from the 31st of December next year, these will be the rules that apply. There will be a 17 foreign player limit in a registered squad of 25. That pretty much sounds like what we do now anyway. A new work permit system will apply to foreign players, of course, coming in, and players homegrown in nation no longer need to be registered. So hopefully we bring in a lot of youngsters, they get homegrown in nation status, and we don't need to register them regardless of their age. And speaking of new players, the 400 people I signed in between the opening of the season and the winter transfer window has occurred. The standout being Christopher Ayer of Celtic, a role that a player we probably desperately needed, not in his defensive, in his ball-playing defender role, but in his deep line playmaker role in the defensive midfield position. So that's what we're training him. There is a weakness in that spot. The only one who naturally fits there is the young Leeds fella, Kenner, who came in, and he is too young to be playing now. And the only other sort of defensive player we have, strongly defensive, is Hayden. So that's one. And he was suspended recently, and we discovered, there's a big hole there. But there were plenty of others, most of whom will not get a run out this season at all. The good thing is, as you can see, they're all under 20 years of age. Well, sorry, except for Ayer, they're all under 20. So they go from the 17-year-old Herman Tebeli, the Frenchman we brought in from, I can't remember, Lyon. 17 years of age, undoubtedly going to be a sort of snappy, pacey player. That's good. Great stats there for 17. Another Lyon youngster we brought in was Malagusto. Malagusto is a 16-year-old midfielder, central midfielder, sort of on attack support. He's 16, great stats, definitely one for the future. Blessa from Levante. This is the 17-year-old, outstanding. You know, he again probably won't feature anytime soon, and will probably go out on loan. But another one for the future. A lot of an Italian, Filippo Ranocchia. This is from Roma. Filippo came in for Roma for ridiculous money. You know, 1.5 million. I think it goes to 3. Sorry, he came from Perugia, not Roma. 18-year-old box-to-box midfielder, just outstanding. I think we're training him as a Mazzala. Actually, I don't remember. But anyway, look at that. 18 years of age. Another great midfielder. A lot of midfielders, probably too much. Spent good money. Aya was the one who cost me the most, for sure. So we spent, you know, the money we spent was, I think, very effective. And it was all on youth. Although, with the exception of Aya, most of whom will not be playing this season, I think, unless we have an absolute string of injuries. Fortunately, as I said, they're all young. They don't have to be registered. The only one yet to come in who's actually coming in at the end of the season is the 20-year-old Monaco goalkeeper, Vladislav Majecki. Again, another one for the future. Carl Darlow and Rob Elliott are both out of contract in this season, and I'm not sure whether I want to keep or need to keep either of them. If we don't have Europe this season, we don't have to worry too much about it. Now, if we sneak into a European position, I think we're going to need one of those keepers to fulfill a homegrown slot. So 137 million in. Now, that does include, obviously, the signings made previously, two big ones being Jolinton and Alain Saint-Maximin, which was a total of 60. So 60 of that 137 was the previous management, out being 56. All in all, I think, a solid 8th position. I mean, that's above mid-table. I'm on a B- for my manager's performance, as you can see here. Highlights are a draw with Man City, which was good, and the league win over Wolves. And apparently very happy with the financial aspect of signing Herman Tebele. What they are unhappy about is the loss to Norwich. I couldn't agree more. And they are concerned about the 4-0 away defeat to Liverpool. I'm less concerned about. So the whole seemed to be in matches and in tactics. Probably. But B's there, solid B's, not bad for a first season, I think. Enough of that. We're here for the Watford game, 8th versus 7th. It's an important game. We want to win it. Oh, one last thing. Matt Ritchie is back on the books. As I left Danny Rose go, I had a slot there for someone, and I put in Matt Ritchie. The main reason being is Lazaro is often injured. I have to rely on Jata. Jata does collect yellow cards. In fact, I believe he's suspended for this game. So we have Matt Ritchie just in case. All right, we're 6-4 favourites, 13-8 for Watford. So we are strong favourites for this game. Here's the lineup then. I'm really happy to start seeing, you can start seeing all the connections here. Hayden is out, and I believe Hayden and Shelby have a nice connection going too. But Maxwell and Alain Saint-Maximin have something going on. Krath and Lazaro have something going on. Coman and Lascelles have something going on. And as you can see, Kovalenko and Shelby have something going on. In fact, what do they have going on? Encouraging signs. Isn't that nice? So, as you can see, I'm continuing to play that flat 4, mostly across midfield with the exception of Alain Saint-Maximin. It's getting results. And we're playing early crosses into the ball so Dwight can get onto that. I'm still not having much luck on the left. Alain Saint-Maximin, he's not great. And Almiron's even worse. By the way, I have transfer listed Almiron. Offered him out. The board fought me. Then they gave in. Then Almiron rejected the offer. He's still here. But he's been hopeless. Absolutely hopeless. And as you can see, or not, both Richie and Aya are on the bench. I put Aya on the bench because I'd like to bring him on. I'm playing Matty Longstaff in here and not Aya. A bit less defensive than normal. But looking over here at Watford's lineup, it's quite defensive. So I'm comfortable with that. I can see Decore getting outnumbered and pulling Molanis and Kapue out of position, and hopefully the wingers taking advantage of that. Let's give the fans their money's worth. Someone reacted well to that and someone didn't. Coman did, but Lascelles looks straight. Straight. Lascelles looks stressed. There we go. Now he's happy. I'm happy. I've got faith in you, Jamal. You're okay. Good guy. And we're away, so we'll see how we're going. I am keeping... this one is played on positive, and we are what are we doing? And we are pressing for the ball. Anyway, Kraft, the long stuff to Shelvey. Kovalenko. He's lost the ball. Delafeo's on it. Dear, oh dear. I think we're about to get caught out here. No, weak shot from Delafeo. Dubravka saves. Oh, and I don't know. I can't remember if we were live comming earlier with Komar and his just getting caught on the ballness. It's happened a couple of times. There's a bit of that going on, even though I'm not encouraging short passing at all. 16 minutes in, almost 20 minutes in, and they've had the bulk of shots. We need to get a bit of creative here, I think. Here we go. Saint-Maximin, he's being knocked down. Decore is in trouble. Make it a straight red. It is you beauty. Let's go to attacking. Here we go. Kraft with a throw to Longstaff. Dispossessed, but it's back to Longstaff. Crosses in. Kovalenko's on it. Oh, Gale. Is Gale offside? I think he was. Was he offside? Yeah. Looked quite offside when that happened, didn't it? Let's have a look here. Oh, yeah. Well and truly. Oh, well. But look, he's finishing, which is more than any of the other strikers are doing. Gale floats it in. Longstaff gathers, finds Gale. Back to Longstaff, back to Kovalenko, back to Lowe. Out to Saint-Maximin. He's cutting inside. He finds Longstaff. Shelvey goes out wide to Kraft. Kraft back to Shelvey. Shelvey dispossessed, but we've got players back. Can we stop? Oh, beautiful recovery. Lazaro grabs Komar. Kraft out wide to Kovalenko. To Longstaff. Good long ball out to Saint-Maximin. He's cutting in. He's going to shoot, but he shoots wide. 7 shots, 1. I don't want to work on the ball. I don't want to do short passing either. Because we are back. I want the opportunity. I want the guys, come on, demand more. I want them to have the opportunity to pass long. I don't want to restrict them because they are playing a flat 4. Wow, it looks like we're gonna go in 0-0. Oh no, well, hang on. Dawson's arriving with a throw. Kovalenko intercepts to Shelvey. Back out wide to Lowe. Lowe's coming forward. Streaming forward. Crossfield ball to Lazaro. He's going to shoot. Foster saves. Even though he's playing as a winger, he's playing as an attacking winger, I suppose. So Lazaro does like to shoot a bit. Half time, I can see they've made some adjustment there tactically. Let's get in there. I think you weren't that bad. Yeah, mixed response to that. Now, let's have a closer look at this lineup though. Kovalenko and Saint-Maximin are having the most ordinary game. Actually, Dwight Gale is having a very poor game as well. So I'm going to move Kovalenko into the hole as an attacking playmaker. Actually, you know what? I'd rather play him as an attacking midfielder. I know he's not natural with it. He likes to play 1-2s and he moves into channel. He's got good passing, but he also has a decent little shot on him. And I don't want to hold him back on that shot. Whereas if I play him as an attacking playmaker, he shoots less often, he dribbles more, he takes more risks. I don't want a guy with a midfielder with a finishing of 11 and a long shot of 12 to take less shots, I don't think. So I'm going to play him in that attacking midfielder role. Shelvey and Longstaff have been playing well, running 6.9s. Saint-Maximin and Gale, I'm going to leave there. I think Gale can come good. Almiron is on the bench, but let's give it a bit of time first. See how we go. Lazaro, he's on a 6-6. Not amazing, but okay. Longstaff is probably the most tired, so I imagine his performance has been excellent. If he continues to perform, well, we'll give him as much time as we can and bring Aya on later on. Aya's match fit. He's come from playing at Celtic. He's been playing a lot of games. and the second half begins. I've dropped back to positive as well, just in case. I'm going back to attack. Yeah, that's right. He said after saying, I really don't want to risk it. So at the 60-minute mark, I'm going to bring Jolinton on. It's not happening for Gale. Oh, Lazaro's dropped down to a 6-4. Maybe it's time to start a bit of Matt Ritchie. A bit of Matt Ritchie action. We'll get him as a wide midfielder in support or in attack. A wide midfielder in attack. Why not? He's not... look at his natural fitness right now, actually. Change of mind. We'll leave it. I'll put Lazaro on support. As you can see, Matty's Longstaff's getting a little bit tired, but his performance is still excellent. We will need to change this. We're going to walk it into the box. A lot of 1-0 wins so far. Maybe this will be another one. Okay, so 70 minutes in, I am going to put Matt Ritchie on, but he will be on attack. Now, Kovalenko is in fact the one who's not having the best time. Guess who? That's right. I think it's going to have to be Donny van der Beek. I can play maybe the next game. Here we go. Deeney dispossessed. Van der Beek finds Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin scores. He doesn't. That would have been a great introduction. Deeney's off. Here we go. Van der Beek. Ball in. That's it. Oh, wow. Direct free kick. Side netting. Okay, very attacking. I'm going to drop the short passing. We're going to press a bit more intensity. Close down. And we're going to move up a little bit more. Demand more. We're in 81 minutes. They need to win this. They need to win this. Wow. What to do, hey? I'll take work out of the box on. We'll go a bit of shooting on sight. We'll be a bit more expressive. I don't think getting stuck in bothers this team particularly. Let's distribute to the target man. 90 minutes. 4 minutes on the clock. Going to be another 0-0. We could not break them down. That is very disappointing. A man sent off. 23 shots, only 9 on target, less than half on target with 65% of the possession. Who was player of the match? Craig Cathcart. I bet he was. Well, yeah, that was disappointing. This time it is disappointing. I'm far from pleased. That was a real opportunity to go up because the next game we have is in fact a cup game against Charlton, I believe it is. The goalless Jolinton worries Newcastle. Yes, he worries me too. I'll do a press conference. Then I'm going to come back for the Charlton game. So before we go into the Charlton game, we're still sitting in 8th position at the moment with 31 points. Norwich on 31 points as well. Difference is goal difference. -3 versus -4. Wow, we're minus. Of course we're minus because when we win 1-0 or 2-1. Whereas we've been spanked a couple of times by a few goals. So the concern is Leicester on 28 points. They do have a -5 deficit. So if they perchance win that game, if they scored 4 goals unanswered, they would jump to 8th position. Below those two, below Leicester and Tottenham, are Wolves, who have only played 19 games and are on. So they got a potential 6 points for 6 wins, so they can't keep up. Just Wolves really underperforming, and don't need to point out West Ham bottom of the table, 10 points. They are going down. Tempting to take over West Ham, wouldn't it? Would be very tempting. And then there looks like a big battle for that at the moment for that 3rd relegation spot. Bournemouth, Palace, Brighton, and Burnley fighting it out. Yeah. On the other hand, Norwich, mid-table, doing quite nicely. But it's FA Cup time, so enough of that. We are expected to qualify, I think it's to the 5th round. Is this the 3rd round, I believe? I never know. But anyway, we're here and we're playing Charlton away. We are favourites, unsurprisingly, 4-5. This is the lineup. Lots of changes, of course. Darlow in goal, a back four of Manquillo, Cher. Lascelles will stay there. He's the captain. And Willems on the left. I will start his first game in a deep-lying playmaker role. Van der Beek, Ranocchia, the other signing from this window. And Ritchie will start. Almiron on the left out wide. Jolinton up front. All right. Horrible. I'm far from pleased. Get in there. Oh, here we go. Willems to Almiron. Almiron back to Aya. who is dispossessed, who then tackles the Turkish midfielder and is about to be sent on for a lunge. Well, good start. It's okay, but we'll be careful. We're balanced. I can't remember if we have penalties now or not. So we are going to counter press. Let's not work it into the box. I won't go positive though. Here we go. Mankiw finds Kovalenka. Goes wide out to Almiron. Almiron's going to cross in. No, back to Willems. Willems going forward. Crosses in. Finds Joelinton. Oh, who heads wide. Oh, it's in. It's a penalty. Bam. Just like that. Do I get a choice? I don't get a choice. Who's taking the penalty? Sorry. Is it Joelinton? It's Richie. My God. Why did I not have a choice? Oh no, it's a Charlton throw-in. We can all see it. Oh, no, Joelinton, beautiful tracking back there. Finds Kovalenko. Matty Longstaff is going to play it out wide to Richie. Richie is dispossessed. And no, don't. He's dispossessed. No. Good stop. Good stop, Carl. In swinger. By the Turk. Play it, Carl. Play it. Full time. That's it. We're done. Should sympathise? Unlucky. Well, a 0-0. So we will be playing the reverse fixture, I guess, away. Sorry, back at home. Well, the replay is, in fact, on the Tuesday before the Friday. Okay, well, obviously we're not going to come back from that. Hopefully we will win it. Okay, so a cup game, a league game, nothing much has changed, obviously. We're still, and we will remain 8th. Around us are Norwich is around us, Sheffield United is around us, Everton is within reach, Leicester, Tottenham. Let's have a look at the schedule. Tottenham, Wolves, Norwich, 3 games that could impact us. All beneath us. Here's what I think. If we get to the Norwich game and perchance they've leaped us, we'll go Wolves, Tottenham, Norwich. We might go Tottenham and Norwich. If they're below us, have dropped, we might go Wolves. And we did have a Wolves game, but we haven't had a Norwich game. Maybe we should stick to the... we've had a Tottenham game too. We can't repeat those games. Wait. I got to say, it's still... I've had a bit of a look. Went off and had a look, came back. I still think it probably has to be Wolves and Norwich, really. The thing with the schedule, let's have a look now, is that we play either a team well beyond us, such as, Man U or Liverpool, and then we play a team at the bottom of the table of which the impact on us doesn't matter. The series of games that matter probably the most to us are that Tottenham, Wolves and Norwich series. So realistically at this stage, I think we're going to come back for the Wolves and Norwich. Thank you for your patience. If you enjoyed what you watched today, please leave a like. As you know, if you want to see the next episodes come out, all the episodes of our Southampton, FM fiction series, click subscribe so you get notified. Thank you again. Until next time, la starate.